Hi, I'm Mike, and my audience for my speech today will be my mom. Due to technical difficulties, she will be the only person in the audience today. For my speech, I decided to do the topic of pancakes, which is for breakfast food, and since I believe that breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and I figured why not make breakfast with some items you have in your kitchen, save some money, then go spend all your money down at the local restaurant. So to get started on how to make pancakes, you just need a few ingredients, which I have here. The flour, sugar, eggs, baking powder, not baking soda, and milk. I'm using soy milk, but you can use any milk you want. I'm just lactose intolerant. And butter. I already have melted butter, which we will go over later. Vanilla. And for cooking utensils, you'll need a frying pan or griddle. Just a bowl to mix it in, which I have right here. And a whisk. And then for added stuff later, you could use chocolate chips or you could even use blueberries. Okay, so we'll get started. So first we'll get our bowl and we will mix the flour. I'm going to make 8 pancakes today, so I'll be using proper amounts to make 8. So you'll start with 2 cups of flour. I have it measured out here. And then you can use a straight edge to knock the extra flour off. I'm just going to use the back of a knife, but you can use really anything that's straight to get the extra flour out. Get that out of the way. And then we're just going to go ahead and dump this in our bowl. It's 1 cup, and we need 2 cups. Again, we're making 8 pancakes. That's 2 cups. And we need 2 eggs for 8 pancakes, so we can just crack those on the side of our bowl. That's 2. And then we need 1.5 cups of milk. Go ahead and pour the milk. Soy milk. And I recommend pouring it on the side, not over the bowl, in case you overflow, so you don't have excess milk going into your bowl and your recipe, and you don't want too much to ruin the whole thing. I have to start over. It's 1.5 cups. There. And then we need half a tablespoon of baking powder. It's not baking soda. I always get confused. That's tablespoons, not teaspoons. Again, we'll use our straight edge. Just pour that in there. 2. Then we need 2 tablespoons of melted butter. So I went ahead and melted the butter beforehand, but you would just want to get the 2 tablespoons of butter and put it in the microwave just for a few seconds, maybe 10 or 15 seconds, and then you just pour it right in. And then 3 tablespoons of sugar. You don't necessarily need sugar, I just think that it tastes better with the sugar. And then lastly, we need the 2 tablespoons of vanilla. little extra there, so good thing I wasn't doing it over the bowl. I'm going to say it earlier. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and start mixing with the whisk. So we're going to mix this all together until it gets thinned out. And if you're looking to make more fluffy pancakes, you don't necessarily need to mix it all the way until it's really thin. If you're trying to make them fluffier, it's actually better to leave some chunks inside. So you'll just mix that until you think it's thin enough, but there's some chunks in it, so that I like them fluffier. But if you like them thinner, then you could just stir it until what you think is right. You'll get the hang of it, and then you would pour this onto the frying pan. And usually, since we're making 8, you would just use about a 1/4 cup. So let's get our measuring cups. And you would just go straight to your bowl. And you pour 1/4 cup out. Of course, if we were actually on an oven, the oven would be preheated and warm. And then you would just go ahead and pour it directly in the middle until it was cooked. And then you would eventually flip it over to cook both sides with a spatula, and you would flip it once it starts bubbling on the top. Then you'd flip it on the other side when you feel like it's good and golden brown. And then eventually your product will turn into a nice golden brown pancake, and then you'll have a tasty breakfast. And that is how you make a pancake.